Hi, Sarah here from Pear Projects. Welcome to my video about core synergy breath. So core synergy breath is a really lovely fancy term for basically just breathing optimally and properly, which things like gynaecological issues, pregnancy, injury and all that kind of thing can throw out. So we're going to start by thinking about the body as a whole picture. And I really like the analogy of actually your breath system being a piston in a car and everything moves up and down. So we're going to think about the diaphragm at the top, and as that moves naturally to push the air out of your lungs, between like a mixture of fascia and muscles, everything therefore moves as well. So all of your core, that's the front, the sides and the back, and then at the bottom, your pelvic floor, like a bowl at the bottom. So as you exhale your breath out of your body, pushing the air out, your diaphragm lifting, everything should be responding appropriately, and therefore the core sort of tensioning and tightening in, the pelvic floor at the bottom tensioning and closing and lifting as well. So how can we get this to do this? Well, actually practice makes perfect is kind of a good thing to say here. I like to teach people with maybe the first few, the hands on the side of the ribs, because what we want to kind of be finding is a rib breath rather than a belly breath, which can be really relaxing. But if you've got a big diastasis, that's not going to be helping that. So try and maybe put the hands on the side of the ribs. If I move back, maybe you can see that a bit better. So hands on the side of the ribs, you're going to breathe into your rib cage all the way around. Like I like to use the idea of like an umbrella opening, and that's the rib cage opening up. And then as you exhale, you're going to go through your lips and you're going to close that umbrella and everything's going to tighten up. So as we do that, more food for thought, I want you to try and think about your pelvic floor, and I want you to think about the front, the pubic bone at the front down here. I want you to think about your tailbone, your coccyx down here, and I want you to think about your seat bones that are in your bottom, in your butt cheeks. And when you sit on like a hard surface, you can feel those digging in. Now those 4 points are going to kind of come together as you exhale. So let's try that all together. I'm just going to put my pelvis down. I'm putting my hands on my ribs. I'm going to breathe into that rib cage, okay, through my nose, breathing in. And then as I exhale through my lips, right to the very end of the breath, with a little bit of purpose often helps as well. Let's try it again. So I'm resetting my hands. I'm going to try and find a really relaxed place within my tummy and my pelvic floor. So everything's as relaxed as I can make it, including my butt cheeks. I'm going to breathe in through my nose all the way around through the rib cage. And then as I exhale through my lips, the pelvic floor starts to tension, the tummy starts to tension, and everything lifts up as the air goes out of the body. Okay, let's try one more together. So we're going to breathe into the rib cage. We're going to exhale through the lips. Everything's tensioning, tightening, lifting, coming together, squeezing, drawing all the way up until the breath is gone. And then going to try and let it all go, working in a complete full range position. Okay. So that core synergy breath is really, really perfect for very early postnatal, really every woman who wants to strengthen their core and their pelvic floor properly and deeply from the inside out. You don't have to be standing. If you're struggling to feel the sensation, especially down in your pelvic floor, then just change up your positioning, whether that means that you're then lying flat on your belly. That's quite a nice place, but make sure your hands make a pillow so your neck and spine is nice and long. Maybe you try it the other way around, so you're lying on your back and you're facing up. Your legs can be bent or straight. Or maybe a chair, sat down, but make sure that your spine is nice and long, so that pelvic floor sort of bowl at the bottom is in the perfect alignment, because we don't want your bottom sticking out, but we also don't want it too tucked under as well. We want it nice and flat to work as optimally as we can. All right, I hope that helps. Give it a go. Practice makes perfect. As you practice the breath, you'll notice that you can connect more easily, which long term will mean that the strengthening will come as well more quickly. All right. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.